Who the fuck is that guy?
Well, the sanctioning bodies are at it again, guys, and they've given a 1-0 kickboxer whose name is
Rico Verhoeven, I believe, but it's Rico.
A title shot against Usyk at the Pyramids in Egypt, sanctioned by the WBC.
For the heavyweight championship of the world.
Yeah, sorry, it's not like it's not sanctioned by the WBC.
Like the
this is for the world
belt.
title.
It's not the silver. This is the championship of the world by the WBC, which just had our guy Mauricio do damage control. He went on all the podcasts, and my actual dude, Chris Mannix, kept using the term meritocracy. Meaning you earn title shots via merit. You get a guy that has a singular boxing match, I believe in like 2014 or something. He knocked out a guy that was 0-5 in a 4-round bout, is fighting at the Great Pyramids of Giza against Oleksandr Usyk, who you could make the argument is the greatest heavyweight of all time. Now, I know like Ali
no,
fans,
whatever. There's a conversation.
He's in the conversation currently. Okay, he's an all-time amateur great. Rico, by the way,
did he beat Badahari by majority decision?
Did Rico?
Did he lose to Semi Schilt in 2012?
I mean, Semi Stilt's an all-time great too. Do you know who Semi Stilt is? Oh, he's so awesome. So casual Rob over here also didn't watch a ton of K1 or Glory, apparently. Now, I'll give myself shit for saying I can't. Rico's last name always fucks me up, whatever. But he is an all-time great. Badahari, by the way, and Semi Stilt, or you could make the argument, are the greatest kickboxers of all time, up there with like Ernesto Hoost and Peter Otts, what have you. But Semi Stilt, if you're talking about merit, might be the greatest kickboxer ever, but I'm not going to go there. Point being is this.
So you're saying he deserves it.
What I'm saying is, goes back to what you were champion a moment ago, and you can eat it, dude. I don't give a fuck,
Bullshit,
dude.
you just said like 2 seconds ago how fucking we were literally talking about you were talking about importance of belts 2 fucking seconds ago.
And I think it's bullshit.
No, you were fucking talking about the importance of fucking belts.
Hold on. If you're unifying 4 belts,
4 fake belts, now it matters. So if you add up a bunch of fake belts, okay, sorry. So Rob, if none of the belts matter, it's like the Infinity Stones. So if you collect them
by
all...
By the way, save some pussy for the rest of us. Stop for one moment. If Ryan Garcia beats Mario Barrios, beats Rolly Romero, beats Devin Haney, and beats Lewis Crocker, that's better than some kickboxer whose last name we can't remember fighting at the fucking Great Pyramids of Egypt for the heavyweight championship of the world that has been... that Mauricio is not giving to Fabio Worthy, and he keeps going, no, he has an automatic title shot after the fact. He does have it is a required fight afterward. But now he's fighting a kickboxer at the Pyramids for the world title. Rob,
I can see
defend your boy. Yeah,
I'm with you,
piece of
Mauricio.
shit. You're such an asshole, Rob. You're such a cuck. He's such a corporate shill.
I can
it's
see it,
unbelievable,
Mauricio.
dude.
Yep.
I
makes
like
sense.
Mauricio's a good I like Mauricio, but that's such fucking bullshit. That's such an FU. By the way, Dana White must be thinking, oh my God, could these guys make it easier for me?
I brought it. Matt says my takes with more fucking emphasis. You just say them louder.
Maybe.
I
but you
said it was a race.
Good.
Shut the fuck up,
race to the bottom.
idiot. A race to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, here's a fucking case where like it's you just said the same fucking thing I said.
But you say, all right, so it's a race to the bottom, but belts also matter.
So here's the thing.
Who's a fucking idiot now?
This is legitimately unprecedented.
Is it unprecedented?
Yeah. A 1-0 kickboxer, or 1-0 boxer who 1-0 boxer who hasn't fought in boxing in more than a decade. Are you gonna bring Conor McGregor?
No, Carpentier fought not Joe Louis, Floyd Patterson. I think it was his first fight.
Chuck Wepner?
Chuck Wepner actually had some wins, though.
In boxing.
Yeah.
In the sport that they competed in.
Carpentier was a gold medalist.
In what?
Boxing.
And he fought Floyd Patterson?
In his debut.
Floyd Patterson was, I'm sure, a highly decorated amateur.
No, Floyd Patterson was the champion. Carpentier made his debut for a title.
And
I think it's Carpentier.
As an amateur, he was what?
Yeah, gold medalist in the Olympics.
In boxing.
Correct. Yeah, my point is that it's not unprecedented in the sense that it's guy that has, you have one guy that has 1-0
no.
in boxing.
No.
And a guy that had no wins in boxing.
No. And having an amateur pedigree versus being an Olympic gold medalist versus having
fucking idiot. I don't like the way he talks to me, Rob.
You know, if you add up enough nothing belts, it equals a good belt.
That's a shot at me. I see what we're doing here.
Hey, it's kind of like in New York, you can add up a bunch of misdemeanors and it can equal a felony if you're running for president.
Oh, Jesus, political Rob is the worst type.
If Ryan Garcia gets the WBC, WBA, IBF, and the new Zuffa BMF belt, is the BMF belt? Does that have some credence now?
I can't tell if I agree with you or disagree with you.
Yeah.
I think we do agree that this fight's a fucking joke, and the WBC has no right to sanction it.
I think it's an unprecedented modern day joke.
Yeah, it is. And
I've never seen anything like this.
I was being facetious, devil's advocate.
Where
obviously.
someone who has
you know what?
Credentials of
Hold
Usyk.
on, I have one that honestly is close.
Right.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I don't think it was for the belt, but we'd have to double check. Ngannou versus Fury.
That wasn't for the belt.
It wasn't, but it was a 10-rounder.
That's fine. That's fine. The same
Fury
with Conor.
That wasn't an exhibition.
No, that's what it's about. It was Ngannou's debut. It wasn't even.
I don't. Same with Conor and Floyd. I don't have an issue with that. When you're talking about belts and it's supposed to be a meritocracy, belts being a meritocracy changes the entire argument.
Gotcha. So we all agree that Mauricio did it the
You're
right
such
thing.
an asshole,
man.
dude. Absolute
We're
worst.
with you, Mauricio.
But-
Let's.
Yeah.
Last one. Go.
I just don't. If the entire argument is against the Zuffa belt, like if that's the common enemy, why did you choose now to do this? There had to be a better
what it is,
option.
Mark, is that to a degree, sanctioning bodies and promoters are not one and the same. Because Eddie Hearn and everyone must be going, Mauricio, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
All you're doing is helping the absolute
Mauricio
snake
needs
here.
the promoters to succeed in order for the WBC to be a thing in 20 years.
Correct.
You guys made a great analogy probably a year ago about Turkey and Pee Wee Herman, Big Adventure. What's his name? Help me. He stamps his foot and gets what he wants.
Francis.
Francis says, I want these two guys to fight at the Pyramids. Make it happen. And Mauricio's like, okay, cool.
Correct.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
But then he'll have to fight some other guy. Definitely
that's the thing that bugs me, man, is he goes on Mannix and says, no, it's based on merit, which it's just not. It's just indefensible.